Her puffy red eyes were drained of tears. She sat in her wedding dress, thinking it was love, but she's been wrong before. Hatred and anger devoured her embarrassment and confusion. She no longer cared about the dreaded world waiting for her outside, or why he didn't show up, for now she understood why other women resorted to the morbid option of vengeance. The option was becoming the Philippines' Manananggal, and this is Legends from the Pacific. Aloha, and thank you for joining us. This is Legends from the Pacific, episode 75, The Philippines' Other Vampire, the Manananggal. I am Kamuala Kaneshiro, a native Hawaiian professional writer, speaker, and Comic-Con panelist with extensive film and television experience. I study mythology, I've encountered unusual things, and I'm a geek. To celebrate Halloween 2021, I'll be sharing an unusual experience that lingered after one of my paranormal investigations. But you can hear one of my first paranormal encounters now for free by joining our email list. Links can be found in our show notes, so sign up today. Later in this episode, your featured song and Hawaiian word, but first, the Manananggal. Okay, I know you may be thinking, wait, wasn't there already an episode like this? Well, yes and no. It's easy to confuse the two or combine them because there's a lot of similarities. Episode 15 and 16 were about the aswang, and aswang was used as an umbrella term for many Filipino creatures. But research suggests the aswang and Manananggal are different creatures. Manananggal means remove or separate, which reflects the creature's appearance and abilities. The Manananggal is usually an attractive woman who sprouts wings, claws, and fangs, then separates from her waist to find her prey. When she does this, her organs dangle beneath her as she flies. Similarities between the Manananggal and aswang include strength, having a proboscis tongue, and their power comes from a black chick gained by another or through a ritual. Monongal differ by not being shape changers and separating from their lower bodies. They also prefer eating grooms because Manananggal were brides, abandoned at the altar. While they may make a ticking sound and may be called a tick-tick like the aswang, research suggests the ticking may be a bird that accompanies the Manananggal, which the creature uses to confuse or lure its prey. This seems correct since aswang usually hunt alone. Manananggal also seem to prefer the human world instead of the jungle and villages. They'll also marry, though their husbands are commonly found dead. Sunlight is deadly to them, and various weapons including holy water, salt, and garlic are also effective against the deadly creature. Houses may leave rice and other offerings in the hopes the Manananggal will not harm their family members. The following is a Legends from the Pacific original story and is based on cultural records. The Manananggal knew someone may be after her. She dealt with hunters before and could easily deal with this one after she satisfied her hunger. Separating from her lower body, she embraced the starry night. While admiring the world below, laughing led her to a couple. She scanned the area for danger, then watched her prey from a tree. The man's pathetic flirting churned her stomach. Men never love you. They'll do anything to satisfy their sexual appetite. The woman laughed and flirted back. Those two deserve to die. I'll enjoy their warm blood coating my mouth. Drool oozed from the creature's mouth, rustling dead leaves below. The woman was startled and jumped into her date's arms. The creature prevented a hiss from escaping her teeth. The man left his date to investigate. The monster pressed herself against the tree. He doesn't see me yet. Voices approached. The Manananggal cursed. The woman will scream when I attack. I'll kill them quick and eat what I can before others show up. The man stepped closer. The woman called to him, and he rejoined her. The voices were several people who greeted the couple as they passed. The woman mentioned it was late, and she should get home. The Monongal followed them. She waited for the right time to attack, but they reached the woman's house. She asked her date to come in. He did. The Manananggal snarled. I helped him get what he wanted. It doesn't matter. I'll soon give them the death they deserve. She swooped towards the house. It was fortified with holy water and salt. She gritted her teeth, remembered where the house was, and planned to stalk them tomorrow. The sun will rise soon. The grumbling creature returned home. Garlic and salt covered her lower portion, preventing her from reconnecting. She screamed, How dare a hunter would be so cowardly? I'll deal with them soon and have my vengeance. She shot to the sky as the sun crept on the horizon. You can support us by getting 2 or 3 of your friends to listen to our show. This simple request goes a long way in helping us grow our show. Today, the Manananggal has been seen in various media, and as our story illustrated, the best way to kill one is to prevent it from reattaching to its lower portion. Personally, I don't think there's a cowardly way to defeat a supernatural creature. If you feel our show deserves 5 stars, please give us that rating, write a review, and share Legends from the Pacific with your friends and family. I'd really appreciate it. Our theme song is Mystery by Tavana, courtesy of High Sessions. Sound effects are by Sound Effects Factory. Our music coordinator is Matt Duffy, aka DJ TripleBypass. Links and show notes can be found on our website, legendsfromthepacific.com, including a link to your featured song, which is You Know I'm No Good by Lily Miola, courtesy of High Sessions. Legends from the Pacific was written, produced, and edited by me, Kamuela Kaneshiro. I also wrote our original stories. Your featured Hawaiian word is ka'avale. Ka'avale means separate, empty, apart, or alone. An example of ka'avale is a Manananggal in Hawaii might be called a ka'avale. Once again, ka'avale is Hawaiian for separate, empty, apart, or alone. Thank you once again for listening. Mahalo and a hui ho. I'm out the door, you tear me